There you go. We're gonna do some Kryptik, of course. Yesterday we opened 3 packs and it was baller. But before we go into that, we have our Kraken cup. We are drinking a Guatemala. The taste like on it says it tastes like chocolate, cane sugar, and refined. I don't know what refined means, but I like it as a description of the coffee. So you notice if you drink any sort of coffee and look at the taste like, chocolate tends to be what I tend to lean towards. It just has sort of like a deeper flavor, but not like overly so. Um, that being said, I feel like chocolate is used way too much to describe flavors in coffee, just because it's darker and stuff. But the cane sugar, I've never seen that in the description. This is the Guatemala I love, and it makes sense. With the cane sugar description, because when you drink it, it tastes. Cane sugar has a very distinct taste. If you've had cane sugar or sugar in the raw, that's the popular brand. You will know if you put it in coffee, it has a very distinct taste, and this tastes like it has sugar in it, even though it doesn't. You always taste the coffee before you put sugar or milk or anything in it. My wife always puts creamer in it, but that's just because she can't drink coffee black anymore, because it upsets her, which I get. I'm actually getting to the point where I'm probably going to have to use milk, because I used to drink coffee for years. I don't know. You start being able to not drink it black. It'll be a sad day when I can't drink a full black coffee. I spilled a huge coffee thing on here yesterday, or a few days ago, so now this thing has a huge coffee stain. I'm not going to lie, I kind of love it. So, get used to my stained coffee. Playmat. Kinsley will die. Nice. Felicity. I do love Felicity. I think that'll finish me off. Coco. Kerrigan. Dex. I'm actually missing a lot of common Mystic Citizens to finish off my second playset. Charlie's Ascendancy. Ooh, I love this card. Draw one. I do love this card. Brassman's Will. There it is. Oh man, this is a good pack. And Enyo is our foil. She's pretty sweet looking. That's a good foiling. I like it. That's awesome. Okay. We're going to open up a handful of Flesh and Blood. While I'm doing this, I'm actually going to promote someone else's channel. Samuel Graham does TCGs. If you haven't checked him out, he usually just sits down like every week or so and opens a case. Right now it's FaB, but I've seen him do Pokemon like several months ago. So like, definitely check him out. I don't even think he's got 100 subs. Let's get him up there. This is Dynasty. Oh, Dynasty. There's no pack trick because the back card could be something. Sandakai. Reflex. Red Hot. Rapid Reflex is my foil. Frosting. Not a bad card. I am confused. Why is there only one? What's going on here? Did I miss something? Why is there only one token? Okay. Is it? I always open up my packs like a sleeve. Alright, well that was weird. There's only one token. Well, okay. I don't know. Alright, Pounce and Key. Visit the Imperial Forge. I want to make this card work. I just don't think it has a place in a deck. I just don't. Because, like, with this card, that's really not a good enough effect. Create a Spectral Shield. Okay, basically, save yourself one in the future. You can swing with it on your next turn, blah, blah, blah. Or swing with it that turn. So, like, you could do it. If you get it right, you get a Spectral Shield. The only card I can see is working is the red one in Dromai, but she's got a lot of really good red cards. Make reaping, cut to the chase, sack the shifty, prognosticate as our foil. This is a great card. I really like this one. Precision press. Okay, alright, alright. At least we're not missing any card there. Alright, let's uprising, yeah. Here we go. I just have a bunch of packs in a random box. So we're just gonna go through it until we get a hit. Stoke. This Kryptik just feels so good opening. I know I'm looking at FaB, but Kryptik, like I hit Brassman's. Well, I don't know. I hit a lot of like good stuff where it just like felt good. Flesh and Blood, like you can argue, oh, it makes the big hits feel better. Yeah, it does, but the rest of the time I feel like shit. Oh, what? All right, hold on. I just spoiled something for me. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Okay, well, after I was complaining about my big hits. Pull an L. What is this nonsense? I like was pulling it up in the L pot. I only bought one box of this. Apparently I bought the right box. Nice. Luvian Castellos. This isn't the best card out of here. I mean, obviously the helmet is the best legendary, which I still want. But I'll take it because I love Icelander, and there's going to be more wizards, hopefully. I'm not a huge fan of Kano. Icelander's what wizard feels like, what wizard should feel like for me. Not that I'll ever play her competitively, but man. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Well, I'll take it. That's awesome. After I was complaining about, you know, hits and not feeling as good in FaB, honestly, in this hot take, I really think in FaB that just to kind of get people their pieces, I honestly think there should be a legendary box on average. I think right now it's on average. On average, it's like 2.5 boxes. It's like pack wise, I think it's about 2.5 boxes. So you'll hit 2. I have extras I might help on with with mystics. Nice. But yeah, this is. I don't know when I'm gonna get to play this. I'm gonna be honest, because I've been all in on FaB Clash. Break the embers. Is there any more spice? Nope, no more spice. That's crazy. Sorry, I'm struggling with chat today. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's a $25 card. That's it. That's all it's going for. Last time I looked at it, it was 40. You'll hear me say somebody was who was going. There's a guy. Was looking at the FaB Market. And they were talking about like the high prices on some of the older cards, legendaries and fables, and how high they are and stuff. And I'm coming from like, you know, the height of the pandemic when FaB blew up. That's when I got into it, right around Monarch, like right before Monarch hit. And it was like right after Crucible of War hit, but you couldn't get it, and then Monarch and. Yeah, so like legendaries to me, I'm like, oh, they're hundreds of dollars. So I see 25, I'm like, oh, that's so cheap. I should pick it up. No, I think the helmet for Icelander 2 is, well, it's just an ice helmet, so Oldham can use it too. So can Lexi. I think that is going for 40, which that to me feels about right for a legendary. But because of that, like I feel like there should be one a box, like the rainbow foil. I really like the direction FaB is going, actually, where the playing pieces are getting cheaper, except for the older stuff like Art of War and stuff. But the playing pieces overall are getting cheaper. Current peak is at around 30. Okay. But the playing pieces are 30 is what I paid for Azalea's helmet. Whatchamacallit? The submariner looking helmet. And I thought that was a great price. But I like that the pieces are getting cheaper, but what they're going after is the marvels. Okay, 1 in 49, 1 in 59. Okay. Yeah, so I think it should be like what a box, personally. Um, because I think the pieces need to get out there more. And that I don't know. I think that makes it feel better. But then you have the cold foils, and the marvels, obviously rarer. I like what they're doing with the marvels and moving that direction where the playing pieces are getting cheaper, but the marvels are holding their value. I really, really, really like that. There's a combined pull rate for. Gotcha. Yeah, I looked at all that when Uprising came out, but Uprising is kind of the last set that I really had a ton of interest. I've been kind of moving away from FaB in general, just because Kryptik's been a lot of fun. Sorcery's coming out. Um, the whole drama with, is you may or may not agree with it, but just the whole drama with Louis and George and stuff, and them, cutting George's story and stuff like that. I just felt like that whole drama wasn't handled well by LSS. I think they could have done it better, had the same end result that they wanted, but could have handled it better. I felt like it was kind of handled unprofessionally, and this is coming from a person who works with multi-million-dollar companies as clients and stuff. So, like, George is a multi-million-dollar client, but white glove treatment. Even while you're firing a client, white glove treatment. And so that kind of put me off of it. And I know a lot of people were like, "Oh, we gotta get rid of him," and it's fine. That's fine. I just think you could have handled. I felt like they could have handled it better, and it being the first store in the U.S. anyways. So that sort of drama actually put me off of FaB. Surprisingly, it's an amazing game, and I'm gonna keep playing it. But I've been building. Here, I'll show this to you because we're talking about FaB. I've been building. Clash decks, and I want one of every hero, and this is what I've been building. So each of these is a Clash deck, and so I have two sides right now. This is actually Lexi; she doesn't have a thing, but you'll notice like most heroes have their little tag. Oh, he wasn't? Okay, I thought he was the first store, but George likes to brag. He was like, "I'm the first store." But so this is my Clash decks that I've been building, to just really stylize it. And then I'm gonna have one of every hero. So right now I think I'm at 17. I actually have two for Lexi because she's got lightning and all that. He was one of the first, yeah. So, but in general, like, I've been kind of moving off of FaB, but I love it so much that I wanted to have a really good deck that I'll keep up to date. If you go on February, you'll actually find every single one of these decks on February in the Clash section. You'll just look up Mean Mugging Games and it's there. These toppers are literally just a printed out piece of paper. So, like, I literally just printed out paper and then I taped it up here. These are these cases are just burger token cases. I got them made because you can pick specifically what size you want. Like this is what it looks like right here. So you can go on and it's in there. This is right off of the FaB website. You can get the full picture. And then I just printed it out, did a quick tape, so I could keep them all separate. Just so I can, yeah, nice and simple. Keep it simple. And this is just clear tape. You'll see if you right here. There's like clear tape right here that holds it in. Keep it simple. What was happening is I was building these decks and I got burger token because I wanted one you can get 60 sleeved case, and I wanted one that like held them like very, very, like here it is. You order them on Burger Tokens. I think it's just burgertokens.com. This was $25 for 25 cases, which isn't amazing, but it's not terrible either. But you can pick all different sizes. That's what's so cool about them. You can pick like 37 sleeves, 37 unsleeved. So I picked the 60 sleeved, and it fits in perfect. Handles all of that. And the cool thing about Clash format, if you're not familiar with Clash format, it's all rares. All commons and rares are allowed in Clash format, as well as their specialization, and any all weapons are allowed. So any M weapons are allowed, as well as mentors are allowed. So there's a handful of M's that are allowed. You can use their specialization if it's an M or legendary. It doesn't matter what specialization is. You can, or Fable, right? Viserai has that. So as long as it says specialization, you can use any weapon and any mentor. So it's a fun format. It feels like a limited format because you only use commons and rares with then what makes them special, right? So really, really fun format. If you're a beginner or you're just trying to teach people the game, this is the format for you. So I'm making one of every hero. So that's my start. I still have that's 17. I think there's like 27 I think there's 30 something decks that I have made. 30 something heroes, but like Datadol I'm not gonna make. Koji I'm not gonna make. There's a couple of others. I am gonna make the Emperor. I also did because I don't want to have expensive cards in the deck. So Emperor's allowed to have CNC. It counts as his specialization. So I just printed out a handful of cards because I'm not putting my CNCs into a budget deck. So I printed out a couple CNCs. We'll throw them in there. Because the Emperor's allowed to use CNC. It counts as his specialization. So I gotta cut those, put those in there. But yeah. There are the dash deck is kind of expensive. I think it's around 60 last I checked, just because dash stuff is expensive. I didn't realize how expensive dash stuff is, for specializations. But thanks for hanging, everybody. I'm just checking comments, make sure I didn't miss it. I'll ping Burger. I'll put the Burger tokens in too. I'll put that in the description of this video so people can see that. But yeah, thanks for hanging, Devin and Cody. I think there's a couple other people in here as well. Yeah, we got some good stuff today. This is not bad hits. We got a Brassman's Will. Oops. There we go. Leuven Castell's Brassman's Will, Charlie's Ascendancy. I don't know. This was a good day. We got good pulls for once. But everybody have a great day. I will be back on Monday. Today is Friday. Have a great weekend. You'll have to tell me all about your weekend plans. Thanks, Fred. You have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend, guys. And be good to yourselves and be good to each other. And I'll see you on Monday.